Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another video. First, I have to say, sorry this took me so long to upload. I'm in university and my weekend was crazy booked, crazy busy. So, this is what happened on this episode of Girls Planet 999. We start off and everybody goes into the room in their cell still to see what the next mission is going to be. Jingu walks in and tells everybody that cells are no longer a thing. They are now going to be competing individually, and he goes over the song choices and positions for this challenge. It was really interesting seeing the reactions of people, especially people who, I talked about this in my last video, there are some people where it's very obvious they made it because of who they were in a cell with, and people who are now considered lower ranked or up for elimination, basically panicking that, oh no, like I have to be on my own now. But I mean, I kind of like that it's more individual now because I made a video of who would have stayed if cells weren't a thing, and I think it would have been nice to see those people perform. Plus, like, Wenje and Ikema Ruan would have made it individually without their cells and ended up getting eliminated and having to get the planet passes. So I'm happy we're individuals. Back to the challenge. The way this week's mission works is there's going to be 3 groups competing against each other. Groups with 3 members, group with 6 members, group with 9 members. Now, once again, there will be one winning group amongst all of the groups that they are competing against, and they will get the bonus, which is 270,000 extra points to be divided amongst the group members. So if you have 3 people competing, you get more points if you win than if you have 9 people competing. But if you have 9 people competing, you have less competition than if you have 3 people competing. Once again, the winning group amongst the winning groups, by judges' choice, will be performing on M Countdown. So the songs choice this week are My House by 2PM, VVS, which was on Show Me the Money 9, We Are by Woo Won-jae, Taeyeon's All About You, which I thought it was cute because Jingu was the actor in that drama that it's an OST for, Mafia in the Morning by ITZY, and No Excuses by Meghan Trainor. You have a mix in this group, in all the groups, of vocal, dance, and rap. I don't know why they chose No Excuses by Meghan Trainor. Maybe it's just me. When I saw that, I was like, really? I mean, okay. It's not a bad song. I just wouldn't want to choreograph to it. Anyway, we get to the group of 6. The choices were Missing You by BTOB, which, just an aside, I am obsessed with this song. You cannot tell me that Sungjae is not singing it to Joy. My heart is still broken that they are not together forever, but anyway. My C by IU, and finally for this group, Fate by Lee Sun-hee. And for the group of 9, there are 2 song choices, Ice Cream by Blackpink with Selena Gomez, and Salute by Little Mix. Jingu tells the girls that they are responsible for everything in this performance on their own, the choreography, arranging the music for vocals, and writing their own raps. He tells them that they are going to be selecting what they want to do individually, starting with the number 1 ranking cell and working your way all the way down to the people who got planet passes. So Chaibing, Mei, and Yujin go first. They walk into a room or a hallway that has all of the song choices listed for them, and then there are 3 different doors that they can pick from, 3, 6, and 9, and it all leads to the same room. So I was like, was that necessary? But okay, I get it. Mnet's like shock factor. And the amount of contestants from each group are limited based off of whether they're CJ or K. So 3-member groups get 1 of each, 6-member groups get 2 of each, and 9-member groups get 3 of each. Everybody goes in and picks, leaving the people who get the planet passes whatever is left over based off of their group. Jingu then announces, once everybody has picked, that there will be 30 contestants eliminated, 10 from each group, meaning the top 8 from each group will be who is left in the competition after this mission is over. But there will be another planet pass. So then we get to the groups working on their projects. Ling Jiao really was interested in doing VVS, but she's never rapped before. And it was really cute because she was like, can we listen to the song again? Can we listen to it again? I felt kind of bad because her teammates were like, okay, like we've got to start writing our rap and splitting the parts up. But she was just so overwhelmed. It was kind of cute. Then we get to Wenjia, Manami, and Bora. They are all doing We Are, and they all have never written their own raps before. And Manami was lamenting because she has to write in Korean, which, I mean, if I had to write it and rap in Korean, I would probably freak out because I obviously don't speak, maybe not obviously, but I don't speak Korean. And Bora was just doing a really good job of like keeping her motivated. Then we get to Yaning, Mashiro, and Jiwon. They're doing Mafia in the morning, and Mashiro's basically like kind of scared of Yaning because of how she's been in the competition, especially like her and Choi Yoo-jin's thing. But they decide to do Mafia in the morning as a rock version, and Mashiro's being a really good leader. The composition team really liked their idea. Next, we have Zige, Hikaru, and Suyeon. They're doing No Excuses by Meghan Trainor, and Zige isn't really a dancer. She's never choreographed before, but Hikaru and Suyeon are trying to be really nice about her choreography because it's not the greatest, but they don't want another situation like what happened with Yoo Dayeon when they did The Eve. So they're trying to be really nice, and they're actually really encouraging. It was really nice to see how they were encouraging her and helping her make the choreography and telling her they can always edit it or change it. But it was really, really cute watching them be a little flustered. Jing Zhao, Ye Young, and Miu are doing Taeyeon's All About You. They discuss how they want to do the arrangement, and they want the second verse to be bubbly. And then the people doing the musical arrangement, when they presented their idea, were like, I don't think you understand the song. Which, I mean, I get it. I think, yes, the song is meant to be portrayed a certain way, but I thought the whole point of this was for them to be like, their own creators. So it was kind of sad seeing them shot down like that. Young-un, Yale, and Ayana are doing 2PM's My House. They decide that Yale would be the leader, and she has piano experience and some arrangement experience. But there's a little bit of dissension in that they're singing in chords, but it's not sounding right, and Young-un kind of has a breakdown and cries, and that's where we end their scene. Their song is going to be in the next episode. The group doing Fate is trying to decide who is going to get the killing part. It was cute that Yesa was like, they're all older than me, but Yoojin lifted her hand for her and was like, it's okay, you can audition, it's fine. They basically audition, and that's the end of their scene. Other groups deciding on killing parts include the group doing Missing You by BTOB. Urena auditions for it. The group chooses her, but then the vocal support, I guess, tells them that, oh, this is too low, we need to go higher. And that is a note that Urena can't hit, so she gives it to Reina. Also, we have the group doing My C by IU. Shana really wants to audition for the killing part, but she's a little intimidated by Ji-yoon's powerful vocals, so she decides not to. The last two teams we get are the Ice Cream and Salute teams, which have 9 members each. The Ice Cream team basically decides to let Kim Da-yeon choreograph the whole thing, be the leader and the killing part, and other groups, they work together on the choreography, but Kim Da-yeon basically choreographed the whole thing, and it was her and a lot of younger contestants, so I think it was easier for them to just kind of follow her lead, and she did a really good job. It was cute because Chen Sin-wei was like, we have everything, we have this, we have that, we have Da-yeon, that's why her performance is going to be good. And it's nice that Da-yeon is getting this arc, because the whole I was the only first place contestant not in the top 9 was getting real tired real fast. Over in the Salute group, they're trying to figure out who's going to be leader and killing part. Chai Bing really wants to be the leader because she has choreographic experience and dance experience. They pick her to be the leader over Haerim, and then her and Yoon-jia go head to head to see who is going to be getting the killing part, and she gets that as well. I will say this wasn't a very good edit for Bing. She just came off as like pushy and demanding, but I don't know if that's like just how it was edited or if that's like how it actually happened. But a lot of people were not super pleased with her behavior. We finally get to the performances, and Woo Won-jae is the guest mentor for rap. He was actually present in the interim assessments, and the group doing We Are, which is his song, had to perform in front of him. They were so cute when he walked in, and they were so nervous when they got up and had to rap in front of him, especially Manami. And they did a really good job in front of him. He complimented them and said, like, if you were just like not nervous, it would be so much better. Like, just find your confidence. And he complimented Manami. Manami tells us that Bora is basically the reason why she even has a rap right now. Like, she had trouble writing it and getting the beat and the intonation down, and Bora was really helpful in helping her get her entire performance together, so she's really grateful to Bora. They went on stage, absolutely killed the performance. It was really, really good. One of my favorite performances that we've seen on the show this season, and they got big compliments from the judges. Woo Won-jae even told Manami that she should continue to rap after this because she was that good. So they did an incredible job. It was really fun to watch. I don't know who styled Wenju, but that hat, like, we could have just not done that. I just had to say that. Other than that, the performance was really, really good. Next up, we have the ice cream group, and basically their whole backstory is that Ruan is really struggling to be confident after she was given the Planet Pass, and the mentors basically tell her, like, you need to prove why we gave you this Planet Pass. She didn't rank that great in the interim assessments, but we basically see Kim Da-yeon being her personal mentor and being like, Ruan, come here, Ruan, do this, Ruan, do that. Like, not pushy, but like, she's like basically telling her, I'm not gonna let you fail. Like, we are a team, we're gonna get through this together. I'm going to gush about this performance now. This performance gave me Bang Bang Produce 101 vibes. Like, it was so good. The choreography was like kind of like stereotypical girl group choreography when you have like a cutesy image, but in all the good ways. Like, everybody was highlighted. Everybody had an incredible line. I'll be honest, Baye, still not in my personal top 9, but I definitely see the appeal now because this performance was great. Everybody was confident. Everybody did their part incredibly. Like, there was no weak link in this team. And I think that's why it was so dynamic. They all had fun. They all trusted each other. And like, oh my gosh, of all the performances this season so far, this is my number 1 favorite performance. Dayeon did an incredible job. I'm going to stop gushing now so I can finish the recap, but I had to say that. Okay, so next we have Meghan Trainor's No Excuses, and Mnet was kind of shady putting this after the ice cream group, because like the ice cream group was just dynamic in so many ways, and it's not that this performance was bad. It was actually a pretty good performance. It just wasn't as like dynamic and eye-catching as ice cream. And I was like, they could have put a vocal group between the two to break it up, because seeing 2 dance performances back to back, you can't help but compare them. And like Suyeon, Hikaru, and Zige did such a good job in the dance. Like, when you watch it by itself and not in the episode, it looks really, really good. But it's hard to not like compare it to ice cream when you're actually watching the episode. They got some pretty good, their feedback from the judges was just that their like faces were not matching the song, and if you're going to do a character, like, it needs to be more dynamic than how they were presenting it. And they did that in their performance, so good job, y'all. Last performance for this episode, we get BTOB's Missing You. In the interim evaluation, they basically were like, we can't judge your rapping because you don't know your rap. And then Yurina got kind of chewed out, she got chewed out by the mentors because they're like, you're number 1 and like you're insecure with your singing right now. Like, we expect more from you. and she has a panic attack, but we didn't see the panic attack in the previews in this episode, which Mnet did this before with the Eve team, where there was a clip of them backstage like, oh, we didn't really get along, and that was never in the episode either. So I was like, Mnet, what are you doing? Anyway, he tells her to use her chest voice, and I'm curious which part of the song he was talking about, because like the part that she's like, it's hard to not be in head voice for that. And so I wanted to know what part of the song he was talking about. Anyway, I'm mad at this performance for multiple reasons, right? The performance was good. I love the song. I love BTOB. I love this song specifically by BTOB. What pisses me off is that Mnet gave 0 camera time to Reina or An Jung-min, and their vocals were phenomenal. And what I mean by camera time, I mean like the entire feedback from the judges after the performance was focused on Yurina and other members of the group, but like Reina and An Jung-min killed their vocals, and we got 0 feedback from the judges about them. And I'm like, okay, Mnet, I get that you have these storylines that you're pushing and you have people that you want to make this group, but I was just so heartbroken for Reina and Jung-min because they need the votes. And they have such incredible vocals, and we need good vocalists on this group, like not just visuals, like incredible dynamic vocalists. And we have like 1 or 2 in the top 9 right now, but I don't think there's anybody in the top 9 that I would say like you have main vocal capabilities because of your range anyway. So I was a little irritated watching the performance because they just deserved better. We end the episode with glimpses at the Fate group, and we don't get to see anything of their performance other than the very beginning, which is what we saw in the previews. They remind us that we need to vote, and they tell us that we have new songs for the next mission. So we were able to vote on who we think should be performing what song. I uploaded a video on Friday, kind of being like, this is who I'm voting for, like, please go vote, because you never know who is getting what position. And yeah, there was a 24-hour limit on that, so it's over now. But I'm interested to see who gets what and if the people I voted for get what I want them for. That is basically everything that happened on this episode. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. Feel free to disagree with me. That's totally fine. Some people disagreed with my last video, and it's always interesting hearing different perspectives. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!